Greetings, stranger. Yeah, I still keep making builds with this. Or should I say, revisiting builds and attempting to see how they perform with the Werewolf Fury Feral Rage skill buff. So, here's one of my off-meta builds, the Battle Mage, which utilizes the cold skill tree, max chilling armor, max shiver armor, max frozen armor for all the synergies. We get blizzard from an item. We have 1 point into cold mastery, which gives us negative 85 to enemy cold resistances. I do have 1 into teleport, 20 into enchant for the attack rating, a few into warmth, a few into fire mastery. Okay, I am utilizing stone for the clay golem. Nice hit recovery on this. A little bit of res, strength, vitality, energy. This thing's kind of sweet. I like it. Level 16 clay golem, and I enchant him with, let's see, I do have a little bit better, let's see, +3 to fire skills. Here we go. Enchant her, enchant me, enchant the clay golem. And then I will put this back on, because this gives me free energy shield. It's only level 13. It's something, you know. It kind of helps out a little bit. So, we have energy shield, and then I also have shiver armor. Okay. So there we go. We've got shiver armor going. And then Andaro's Visage. We've got cold skills with replenish life. I'm boosting the replenished life with the Warlord's Trust. There's more replenished life on this. There's 20 on this, 15 on this. We got some res on these boots. I got 2 Raven Frosts and a Snow Clash. So even though our cold res is negative 72, we're good. Soul Drainers, because nobody uses these. And these are actually kind of cool. Dual Leech with negative to monster defense and weaken on strike, which is actually kind of nice. Helps us survive more. I've got some, the charms are attack rating damage plus cold damage, and then cold skillers here. This one has FHR on it, and this is a attack rating GC with FHR. And then we've got the Torch Annie and the Sunder. Okay? Mercenary is using Edge with a rare circlet for some run, walk, and res, and she has Rattle Cage for some crushing blow, and hit causes a monster to flee. Let's go to the stony field. It's terrorized. So here we go. This is how it works, like without switching. Kind of see that. Okay. In my previous video, I was using Call to Arms for the increased defense and life, you know, and skill. And that was pretty effective at keeping us sustained pretty well. So that's kind of how it works. Now let's switch over to this and get Feral Rage going. So, let's see. Feral Rage, there we go. So, now you'll see, obviously, we're just much better. It says our Fury damage does 5,700 damage. The Shiver Armor, when melee attackers come at us, I think they're probably taking, like, here, let's see. Oh, those guys are ranged, so it's not going to hurt us. Or hurt them, I mean. So the Shiver Armor, though, when melee attackers crowd us, I think that's probably doing, like, almost 2,000 cold damage to them every time they attack me. And then there is also the Thorns Aura from the Edge Bow, so they take a little bit more damage as well. So let's see if I can let this guy hit me. Yeah, those guys are usually cold immune, and cold mastery is nerfed against sundered cold immunes. So here, let's see those guys coming to hit me. Yeah, see that, how they're just kind of getting taken out. See. Here, I'll run over here. Oh, wow, those guys are really slow. Here we go. The Mana Steel is kind of nice now, too. because on these gloves because I didn't have it before. I think I had a different pair of gloves here. But the mana steel's nice because then it regenerates our mana more and helps our energy shield stay up. So I kind of like that. Cold Plains, I don't want to go there. Let's stay in this. I'm gonna stay in the Terror Zone. Let's get rid of her since she had fanaticism. But yeah, if you've been keeping up with the series here of all the werewolf builds I've been doing because of the holiday event, you'll know that I'm really having a lot of fun with this. It's actually making me just think about how they could implement this kind of stuff into the game for us so that we can keep making new builds. So there we see that we weakened all of them. That was kind of cool. Really helps our sustain out a lot. The clay golem did die. So maybe we summon him again. There we go. He survived really well when when I was using what do you call it? Sorry. When I was using the call to arms. But anyway, they already have cross-contamination of skills in the game. But a lot of times, they're quite weak and quite useless. So it takes a lot to make it even viable. And even then, you know, you inevitably have people telling you how bad it is all the time. It's just like, yeah, it's not very viable because you can't kill P8 in 5 seconds, you know? So yeah. Anyway, this is the Battle Mage with Werewolf, and it's quite fun. So she has great defense, great sustain, real good tankiness because of some of the energy shield. And the energy shield, I didn't even synergize it or anything. You know, it's just I get it for free from an item. And because of the mana steal, it tends to stay up decently, you know. Look at this guy, weakened, slowed, and just getting... and every time he hits me, he hurts himself from the Thorns aura and from my Shiver armor. That was pretty cool. Yeah, see, my mana took a big chunk there, but because of mana steal and because Fury does lots of good physical damage for us, I'm actually doing quite well. And I have a good weapon. My Warlord's Trust that I use on here did roll Ethereal. And it does have Repair's Durability, which is just sexy, right? So anyway, yeah, another werewolf build. I'm trying to get as many in as I can before it's over. You know, and it's really got me thinking a lot about the game's, you know, skills and how to make builds and stuff, and that one D2R dev. I think there's just one. That's my theory now, is that there's one guy. There's one guy. And he's out there somewhere. And he's watching the channel. And he's like, you know what? These off-meta builds are cool. I'm just going to give this guy a bunch of skills to play around with, just see what he does. Yep. That's what I think's happening, guys. So, let me know what you think about that. I'm like, this is so fun. Ooh, Superior Monarch. No. So anyway, Rocky Waste and Stony Tomb. Should I go there? How are we doing on time? Yeah, I guess like the one problem, you know, is that Fury is so good that basically every melee build is just gonna want it then. And I have suggested in other videos that could be a problem. And so how do you offset that? Well, make Whirlwind better, for one. Okay, make it. Look at my Monk Barbarian Werewolf test, and look at how I compare Whirlwind to Fury, and just tell me that. Try to tell me that Whirlwind doesn't need a buff. You know, like it's so much better. Fury's so much better than Whirlwind. So, especially for two-handers, you know, for two-handers, it's like way, way better. So, I just think that you could buff Whirlwind. You could allow some of the melee skills on the assassin to have better frames and stuff, and target a little bit more like Fury, so that you wouldn't feel like you need it, you know? If you check out my Werewolf Assassin video, you'll see what I'm talking about. And then, yeah, we can't mana steal from these guys, so my mana shield keeps going down. But, yeah, that's kind of what I'm, been thinking about a lot. And I really like this event. I think this has been fun. I think it really, just testing, just something like this. Just, okay, what happens if everyone gets Werewolf? And then we're able to play around with that for a while. It kind of gives you a new perspective, you know? You're like, wow, this would be really cool if everyone could do this. But then you're like, well, there's got to be some drawbacks, so we should think about that carefully, right? But yeah, so I just want to hear what you guys have to say about that. If you did notice that blizzard went off, that's from my Snow Clash that I have on. Clay Golem's dead because he doesn't have battle orders. We can try to run without him for a little bit, I think. What's this smoked sphere? Maybe it's got a good roll. 2 sockets, but nothing else.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay. So look at these guys are hitting me. And they just killed themselves. They're killing themselves, killing themselves.
Thank you.
Boom. See all that? They just killed themselves on my Shiver armor. Seems like the Shiver armor should still be a little stronger. Let's see. Yeah, I have it at level 37. Seems like it should be a little bit stronger. But I guess the negative enemy cold res is pretty good on that. So if I just stand here, do we need more enchant? We might. No, we not yet. Okay.
I can't carry anymore.
Hell rune, alright. Take one of those. Those come in handy. And we're almost done. I didn't explore the rest of the upstairs of this area, actually.
It's locked.
So, we can go check that out. And a Ral rune. Those are also useful. Yeah, the harder they hit, the more they hurt themselves from the thorns, too. So, that's kind of nice. Not a bad combo. Might even be worth doing Bramble and Edge to make that thorns even better on our mercenary. Hit me for even more damage then. I like that. I think it's pretty cool. So, okay. I think that's good. There she is. And our poor Clay Golem didn't make it there, but that's alright. Here he is now. And he looks cool. And we look cool, right? So yeah, what do you guys think about some of my ideas? And are you having fun with the holiday event? Did you have fun, I should say? Because by the time this video's out, you will not be able to do this anymore. Alright, dudes. See you later. You can join the channel if you'd like for 99 cents. Fair for you, fair for me. Cheapest D2R content creator on YouTube. Later, dudes. Bye.